William asks about pets and stuff, I guess.
Pets are awesome.
Hey guys,
You're the one that has them.
this one's a pretty good question, actually. Guys, I got a Boston Terrier, and I named him Iggy.
Yeah, you did!
Right? For obvious reasons. Love him to death. He's the best pet I've ever had.
Man, Boston Terriers are great. They make weird-ass noises.
But part of me feels weird that he's essentially a living piece of fan merch.
Yeah.
I wanted to know how you guys feel about naming pets, and I guess even children after game characters, or just characters from stuff you like, because it feels a little awkward and in some cases cringeworthy.
Okay.
I know that Matt has 2 pets named after game characters, and I remember Pat saying something about a dog he had from a video game from a while ago. I figure he'd probably name it something stupid from something you like as a reference or whatever. But use this question to talk about that concept in general.
Okay.
If you have a cat and you call it Vice, or a hamster and you call it Sid, that's cool. But if you have a baby and you call it Ganondorf, there's
Okay. So here's where I go. Here's my personal thought, and it's very similar to that. It's like name your wiener dog Zangief because that's hilarious, and dogs are stupid. And
naming any
dog
tiny...
doesn't give a fuck that he's named after a fictional wrestler.
And nobody else does either.
Don't name your child Turok.
You will ruin his life.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know.
No matter how much they're with What?
You can
because imagine that he can go, I am Turok, and be legit.
Okay.
The 1 in a million.
Okay, seriously though, like if you name
your kid's gonna aspire to greatness.
If you name your dog Cloud Strife, people will make fun of you because you're a show.
I wish,
but they won't make fun of your dog at school and hurt his feelings.
And they won't call child services.
Yeah, exactly.
I wish I could talk about the names of people who have crazy names that I know.
Yeah.
But I can't say those names here.
Because you'll be outing them.
Sorry, I have to ask.
No, don't.
No, not about that. Oh, it was name your kid Turok, but what do you put on your gravestone? Wasn't it you put Shadow Man on your gravestone?
Shadow Man on your gravestone.
Okay, sorry, I just needed
Shadow
to
Man on the
clarify
gravestone.
The
That's
claim
correct.
was garbage.
No, I don't know.
Also,
I don't have a video game dog. I don't know where that came
Also,
from.
Taco Bell on your arm. Get a tattoo.
What?
Get a tattoo of Taco Bell, and you could go into a Taco Bell and get free tacos for life.
Get like cash for gold
Really?
written on your forehead or some shit like that.
Jesus Christ. Yeah,
So what was the question? What do you feel
So the question was
about
just like, do you feel it's kind of weird when you name a pet after like fan merch of a thing in a way?
No, I don't
'Cause
think
it's like a glorified toy.
As long as you love the animal, that's fine.
Yeah, no, totally agree.
If you got a Boston Terrier just so you could name him Iggy, that's a little different.
Here's the thing, though. Don't forget all the clownfish that died. That fucking happened after Finding Nemo.
No, that's not even the hype. The ultimate ever is 101 Dalmatians.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Where Dalmatians are not good for beginner pets because Dalmatians have a lot of health problems and they're difficult to train.
That's why that stuff is fine when it happens to a product. Like E.T. comes out, everyone buys Reese's Pieces and everyone's just got big.
But it's not great when people buy a bunch of alligators and release them into the sewers.
Yeah, but when a movie blows up that has some sort of animal that gets popular, like that's when there's always a problem. But
maybe,
that's pretty seldom these days.
Maybe the guy's mixing you up for me because I might have talked about my dog, but
Air Buddies. There's new Air Bud movies being released every year.
No, fuck you.
You're lying. Get out of
I just walked by a TV store and said they stopped calling it Air Bud. Is why it got so far. It's now called Air Buddies.
It's called The Land Before Air Bud.
Did Air Bud die? Like
yes.
Assuredly. Yeah. That movie is like 15 years old.
He jammed too hard.
We should rent some movies.
Just as you walk by the store every time, Matt, just look at the back and see what year it says.
Yeah,
and make sure they keep it up like
2013.
Just KOF that shit.
2016? What? Like
No, my dog in Grenada, I called him Ralph.
Yeah.
And this was before I even knew that I liked Ralph as a character. So maybe that might have been a mix-up there, but your dog didn't.
Phantom you?
I fucking wish.
My dog's names have been Sandy, Max, Percy, and Romeo. Like they're all names my folks picked out and are just dog names.
Yes.
also people names sometimes.
Yeah, they're people/dog names.
Yeah, my 2 dogs, Ralph and Lisa. That was it.
But when I get a dog, I'm gonna name it Zangief, especially like the small.
It has to be a tiny dog.
Smaller, the better. And like
fit in your purse style.
And like the gigantic dog, I'll name something like tiny.
Mittens.
Yeah, Mittens.
Talon.
button.
Wind. Yeah.
My old
I'll
dog,
think of something funnier in 2 seconds.
my old dog in my family already had like a name. His name was Ben, so like that's a nice dog name. And then of course I call my rats Roxy and Poison. And then when people will go, "Oh, does that mean?" And I go, "You figure it out." And then they're like, "Well, okay." And of course, like Jack is Jack because Snake Eater. And of course, Zach. You guys named Zach, so there you go.
But that being said, like naming anything, baby, like say you decide to name your baby after a video game character, right? But the character is Francis York Morgan, and you name the kid Francis. Fine.
Yeah, he's gonna be
It
okay.
doesn't mean
Not if
anything.
you name your kid Solaire.
Or Coltrane.
Or Coltrane.
Or Optimus
Sounds
Prime.
Or Optimus Prime.
be.
Yeah. Right? Like, use some goddamn common sense here, people.
God, like just the guy that I met that
Don't
has,
name your baby the Penetrator.
the guy that I met that has like the coolest name ever. That like you,
Oh, wait,
you meet him and then he's far from the coolest guy ever
Okay.
because he wears a fedora and he tilts it at you. It's such a disappointment when you don't live up to the name that you've been given.
Your,
You'll have to
Yeah,
remind
no.
me who this is after we're
your
done.
parents did everything they could. And
Yeah.
you squandered it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They set you up real good.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Fucking celebrity names like what? Apple and
Blanket.
Moon Unit.
Dweezil and Moon Unit are Frank Zappa's kids.
Oh my god.
Dweezil, I don't know, that's fine.
Is it?
Dweezil?
Is
That's
it,
fun
though?
to say. It's like
Moon
Dweezil.
Unit?
That's like that actor TJ Storm, who I always really want to believe
Yeah.
that's his real
Or
name.
Joaquin Phoenix,
That's
man.
his real name.
God, I love that.
I'm just
And his
past.
dad is River Phoenix.
Yeah.
It's cool too.
I know.